Well, hello. Good afternoon, folks. Well, as I promised, we're going to do some drywall. But before, let's have a walk in here. What we have on the schedule here for the next few days. Got some ventilation to put in the bathroom in this old house. But we're going to drywall all this, all that, whole house. 148 sheets, I do believe. As y'all can see, it's still under construction here. Really big revamp. Just to kind of give you an idea here of what we're going to do beforehand. We got this other bathroom over here. We'll have to put a fan up there. Big old tub. Used to be an old school house, and my buddy completely redid everything. All new studding. Ceiling. Kind of dropped the ceiling down a little bit. They're pretty low. There's a big through window from the kitchen into the living room. Then we go out here to the porch here. We have to raise this floor up so that it's even with this. And then we'll figure out something with this here well. We're going to put some drywall all the way along here. We got to build us a box. Cover these lines here. And then I guess we'll probably end up building like a little something here. Or fur it out. Just depends on what the owner wants to do. But that's just a few of the small things that we have to do here quick. Before we can actually get the drywall in here, we'll have to make sure that hole's good enough right there for that well. But yeah, we're about to get into some work. Yes, sir. We're about to get into it. I guess you could kind of call it the calm before the storm. I don't know if you can see, but whoo-wee, it's warm today. It's about 90 degrees today. And you couldn't ask for a better location, man. We're out here in the woods. But here you can see. Nice little white house. Not very big. Thank goodness. Because I do this all by myself. That's why that shoulder right here all kind of hurts. But man, we got some woods. Who wouldn't love to live out here? Man, look at all that. Literally buried into the woods. All but. I won't show the other side. That's somebody's home. And the other man's place of business. So, what do you say we get started here? Huh? No time like the present, right? So, what we got going on in here, as you can see, these were all sistered up because this is real old. And you can see this is, I'm standing on the floor, guys. It's pretty low. But this is only a 2x4 ceiling. So we need to do kind of a two-piecer because he wants the light and a fan. So we had to get a 3.5 inch. Okay. And you can see there, she plugs in right there. That's where you would normally just plug in your ceiling fan. But see, they got these cool looking things now that aren't real big. They're literally an inch or less thick. I think they actually call it an inch. But we're going to put that in. Look how thin that is, man. That literally just plugs in to that. And then this plug, which I'll show y'all, plugs into this. So you can kind of see right there. So, what do you say we hop to her? I'm not an electrician, but they're not that hard. Or is this a cover? Well, wouldn't you know? Such is the life, folks. Yup, I got the wrong shiznit. So, thankfully, I kept all the receipts. We're going to have to take these back. I grabbed the wrong thing. They have a light that is Bluetooth. Here, hold on, y'all. It's a light that is Bluetooth. And it's just basically like this right here. Well, I guess we'll just take that bag out of there. But anyway, what you do is you just plug it right on into that other deal where your fan would actually plug into. And then you take your new light and you plug right into it. Not hard. Definitely not difficult. As long as you get the right things. Which apparently I did not. I guess we can't make it right and tight and happy. Not yet. But we will. So we will. Alright. However, we can install this. So, let's get that hooked up. What do we need here? 2 of them. We'll put 4 in. There's 2. There's 4. Let's move this over this way. So, this here, it just screws on by them flanges. And you'll have to make sure you put it in right. You don't want to put this towards the ceiling. You see how that's smooth? You want to put him up just like this. So, let's have at it, huh? Oh! I'm getting too old for this here stuff. So, let's see. We might have to move some things. Yeah. We may have to move some things here. Let's put him over there. We'll get okay, let's get that out of the way. Let's see here. I do believe we might have to move this later on, guys, but as of right now, I'm not sure if moving over here like so. I'm pretty sure that goes like that. Let me have a look-see. Been a minute since I put one of them ones in, but let's see here. I believe to go to the light there, but I guess use this light here. flush with the finished ceiling or wall. Slot tab ceiling or wall. Slot tabs are provided to locate housing with half-inch ceiling. Well, I didn't see any tabs anywhere, y'all. That's an empty box. But I'm guessing that that is what these are for. See here. Got an arrow, and then you got another arrow. So, well, what do you say? We just use our brain, huh? How y'all been here lately, man? It's been a minute since I made a video. Hopefully, y'all doing all right. Anybody give any thought to what I said in my one other video there about like maybe going around and talking to other contractors and seeing how they do things? I mean, I'm not talking about no fly-by-night deal. That's for sure. We're just gonna get him started a little bit there. Make him a little easier, I guess. Okay. Why I didn't make a mark like that the first time. Okay, so now we got that ready. You'll have to not mind me, guys. I'm moving a little slow here lately because apparently I got a little something going on with my shoulder. Not exactly sure what the dealio is. I don't know if I did a rotator cuff or what. And then I also got a whole lot of issues with my sciatica. You know, welcome to construction, right? Okay, there's that one. Let's see if we can get this one here screw meat in. All right. Let's switch sides. Put him another one up here. And you always want to make sure, guys, that you always move your wires. So we're going to let that unhook for now till we get the right pieces. And see here, it's got these little, I don't know if you can see that on there, but you just squeeze them and you put them up in a little groove. And that way, if you ever want to change anything or hook anything up or excuse me, man. And she just clips like that, and then you And there it is, guys. And then sometimes you'll have to bend the tab down a little bit. Okay. So there's that. We got one more to do, guys. Should be good to go. Look at that. Nice and right and tight. Fits flush on there. Look at that. Yeah, buddy. Now I'll probably have to adjust that here whenever it comes time to, whenever I put my drywall on, of course, that whole dealio, it'll come down just a little bit. I just want it up there tight. I want to, you know, get a good idea. But that's probably pretty much where it'll go. Because like I said, we're going to put that other light deal on the top of it. And it's just as thick as that other one there. We'll have to go to Lowe's and get that one. But we got to take this insulation out here a little bit. Cut a little slot out. And probably just take that whole piece out. And then put it where it goes. Because we'll have to run that duct this way. Out through there. Yeah, there. And see, that's what we got to do too. We got to build another little box. But the plumber kind of messed up, man. He should have taken and see them little elbow joints right there? Them 90s. That's what he should have did there. But he did not. So you can see the problem that I got. I can't build my box until he comes back in, puts a 90, come down, and then over. That way I can bring my box out to yonder here and come all the way across there like a little, come down and back in. I mean, he should have just took them up over, because there's plenty of room up there. Hence the name for my channel, Everyday Contractor. The issues. Oh, that was stupid. I just rubbed installation in my mouth. But, yeah, see, you got room up there. That's 3.5 inch thick insulation, man. He could have took them pipes up there like that. But anyhow, that's what we got to do. We got to take our pipe from in here when we put the fan in. We got to run our duct out here. Come to here. And then, well, actually, we'll probably come over to here. That way we can run straight out under the soffit. And it'll daylight outside underneath of the soffit out there. And then it'll be nice and right and tight and happy. Instead of lefty and loosey and, well, opposite of happy. Okay. So let me get going with this other one here. It's the same thing. I don't, you know, you guys don't need to be bored with the same exact thing. The only thing different is I got to take that piece of insulation out. And then once I get the other piece, why then we'll show you how to put that in. It's literally take that cover off, throw it away, literally throw it away, and or keep it in case your light breaks and you want to go back to a fan, which, why would anybody want to take a light out and go back to just a fan? Not me. And then we'll have to get us some tubing at some point, which, no big deal. So we'll go back out to those. We'll get them other lights and put on there. And probably get us some wood and get these things figured out here about these boxes and such. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind living here, man. It's not a bad little joint. If I was by myself or just, you know, like you and a woman or something. But anyhow, hey man, I'm out. I gotta get that one put in. I'm gonna continue sweating. I hope y'all have a good day. And keep her right and tight and happy. Because if she's not right, you're not happy.